Jay Calderon always had an appreciation for the arts. By the time this New York City native was a teenager, he'd been completely bitten by the fashion bug.
I just fell in love with it because in a lot of ways, fashion kind of brings all those other disciplines together.
After attending a city high school that specialized in fashion, he worked in the industry for years until he moved to Boston and found work at a Newbury Street retailer.
Ironically, I was leaving New York because I was a little burnt out on fashion. And here, I had this incredible thing happen in the first year where I had designed some vests with the Pierre du Fabrics. Within a couple of months, that September, both in Vogue and in Elle, my vests were featured in editorials. And I was like, okay, this is a sign. That kind of led to me getting more involved in the local scene.
That he did, eventually creating Boston Fashion Week in 1995.
It couldn't be quite the same as New York because New York can put up a red rope and make people wait. Bostonians aren't going to deal with that. I thought the best structure for that would be as a civic initiative. This idea of creating access, giving the public access to our local creatives and giving our local design community access to a new audience. We were very lucky from the very first year, and people wanted to be in it, people wanted to see it.
Despite their early success, Calderon realized he and his team were spending too much time apologizing for the fact that Boston is a college town.
We draw students in from around the world. They're all adding to this incredible mix of culture and glamour and fashion. Embracing
what some saw as a weakness and turning it into a strength was not a new concept for Calderon, who also teaches at the School of Fashion Design, Mass College of Art and Design, and the Boston Museum of Fine Arts.
I always tell this story to my students. When I was a teenager, being creative in school, I was so nervous about being put in a box because I was Latino. That was something that, as I grew emotionally, I realized was this huge asset.
It's a quality this proud Puerto Rican relies on in his role as a designer, author, and educator.
In researching and learning about my own culture, it helps me as a teacher help people tap into theirs. Because often I find that with young students, they feel the same way. And then they all of a sudden tap into it and it gives them this superpower. It's like this great tool for taking things to a place where it's uniquely theirs.
Like Jay Calderon, Jose Masso is an educator who wears many hats.
I take pride in knowing that many of my students have succeeded in life.
He's a civil rights activist.
I needed to be part of the solution. I couldn't be part of the problem.
And renowned radio host.
Latino defiende lo tuyo con orgullo, con salsa por la W.
Masso has been the voice of Con Salsa, WBUR's bilingual salsa and Latin jazz music show for nearly 50 years.
I wanted to be a voice for our community, because the Latino community, even though I had been here since the late 40s, they still did not have someone who could serve that role of a voice between ethnicities, races, cultures, and languages.
A native of Puerto Rico, Masso was 18 when he moved to the mainland to go to college.
By being able to go from one to the other, obviamente tengo la habilidad de poder conversar con una persona latina, como también conversar con una persona que no es latina, and therefore I use that gift that I've got to be fluent in both languages as far as being a voice and being able to bridge those gaps. So I interviewed him for...
Masso also uses what some might consider his calling to inspire and unite his audience.
Latino defiende lo tuyo con orgullo. Through the music and the spoken word and the interviews that I do, I hope that they bring pride to the listener as to who they are, that they enlighten them so that they can realize that they can be part of a change that creates community.
Masso has met and engaged much of Massachusetts' Latino community, not only by hosting Con Salsa, but by working for the city of Boston, for the state, and on TV right here on Channel 5, hosting Aquí, following Jorge Quiroga.
We have to take our hats off to somebody like Jorge Quiroga, who was a barrier breaker. It wasn't I'm George Quiroga, it was I'm Jorge Quiroga. It was a profound statement, right? That's why you always see me use my full name, Jose Masso.
Masso earned an Emmy for an Aquí show that was produced by one of his former Copley Square High School students, Bruno Rodriguez.
Until the lion tells the story, the hunter will always be glorified. It's important for us to share our narrative from our perspective. And when I say our, I mean from black and brown perspectives and other people who've been marginalized here in this country.
Maso has been sharing the Lion story for decades through education, music, and public service.
I hope that what I do is my way of thanking them for what they do for me. Because in many ways, community writ large inspires me every single day.
And he is smooth. You can listen to Jose's show Con Salsa on WBUR Saturday nights at 10 p.m. And Boston Fashion Week is officially underway right now. You can go to our website for a link to a list of events. Amplify Latinx is a local nonprofit whose mission is to advance a new era of Latinx prosperity. Last month, they honored 100 local leaders, and both Jay and Jose were on the list. Congrats to both of them and to all the honorees. Still ahead, party time.